Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing T Street. Y'all, if you saw my post yesterday, you know today I am feeling blessed. Whew, whew. I'm just going to breathe. Whew. So today's topic is don't skip the process of an emotional detox. I don't know about you, but everybody who's ever thought about losing weight, we also always start with, I'm just going to detox. I'm going to do a physical detox. I'm going to get all the toxins out of my body. Can I just tell you, sometimes we need to get the toxins out of our soul, the place where our emotions and all of our feelings reside in our soul. We need to sometimes emotionally detox, just like our bodies need physical detox. Sometimes our minds and our souls need fit. Good morning. See, no, we need emotional detox. The first step, recognizing what is polluting you. You can't heal what you won't name. The first step of an emotional detox is awareness. What emotions or experiences have been sitting stagnant, just resting inside of you? Maybe it's you got resentment from an old relationship. Maybe you feel some guilt over a past mistake, or maybe you just exhausted from always having to be the strong one. Take time to sit down and listen to your emotions to see what they're trying to tell you. Sometimes when you sit down, you start to cry. You might be irritable and moody. I told my sister a couple weeks ago, girl, just ignore me. I'm just going through some things and I'm moody. Just leave me alone so that I don't say something I shouldn't say. Sometimes we feel weak or helpless. Awareness brings light to what's been hiding in the dark corners of your soul. So if you're going to have an emotional detox, the very first thing that you have to do is you have to recognize what it is that's polluting your soul, which is where your emotions and your feelings reside. What's there that's blocking you? Next, release what no longer serves you. Have you ever owned something in a season and it served you well? But when you move to a new season, that thing no longer serves you. There's some things in life that could be good for us in one season and may not be good for us in another season. It's okay to let go of things that no longer serve you in the season that you're in. Detoxing, it means letting go. When you detox your body, you let go of some things. If you've ever done a detox, you know what I'm talking about. And that's not always pretty. Y'all, when you get ready to go have a colonoscopy, that's a detox. They're cleaning out your colon. It's letting go everything that's in your colon. And if you know what I know, that is not pretty. The same thing is true with an emotional detox. It's not always pretty. It can involve having some honest conversations. I journal all the thoughts until I get clarity on what I need to be doing. Sometimes it means forgiving somebody, even when you don't want to. And sometimes that somebody might be you. It means releasing something that might be messy in the moment, but it's necessary in the long run. Just as your body eliminates what it no longer needs, your soul, where the emotions and the feelings reside, have to also release things that it no longer needs. Sometimes that shows up in the form of crying. I don't know about you, but every now and then when I'm having a grief moment, y'all, I don't go and watch something happy. I go watch beaches because I want it to all come flooding through. Sometimes it's a good cry from me. Sometimes I got to pray it out. Sometimes I write it down. And I got into the habit because I like to burn candles. Sometimes I'll write something down, but I don't want nobody else to see it. So later on, I'll burn whatever I wrote. But whatever it is, I'm going to release that thing that no longer serves me. Y'all, healing is not about forgetting what happened. It's just making sure that the thing that happened no longer can hold you captive or in bondage. So the second thing, good morning, Lady Overflow. Good morning, Val. The second thing you got to do if you want to have an emotional detox, is you've got to release what no longer serves you. Refill with what restores you. That's the third step. Do you know that once you clean out stuff in your system, You can't just leave it dormant. You got to fill it with something. You know, if we want to go biblical, the moment you get demons cast out, you got to refill with the Holy Spirit, because if you don't, guess what? Knock, knock. They're not knocking. They're just coming back and bringing friends. So once you detox, you have to refill with the thing. Ooh, I just preached the word this morning. Good morning, Rachel. Good morning, Dr. Chandra. You've got to refill with what restores you, because the moment you pour something out, you got to put something back in so that something that you don't want again doesn't come. Guess what? The moment that you get rid of somebody that you should have gotten rid of a long time ago, if you don't refill it with time, your time, with something else to do, refill it with the word, refill it with something, guess what? Here he come, sliding back in. And you know good and well he was a part of the detox, but you got to refill that time. Finally, you got to refill it with something that restores you, that brings you back to life. I don't know. I love, y'all know I'm a nerd, so I go down rabbit holes. And when I was doing some research for this, one of the things that I learned is that nature doesn't like vacuums. Nature believes it should be filled. So for me, when I detoxed emotionally, I started to ask God to fill the things that were void with peace and joy and gratitude and truth and happiness and the things of life that bring light and not darkness. Emotional detoxing isn't just about what we subtract from our lives, y'all. It's also about addition. It's about what we replace or reintroduce that's not negative, that fills the void of what we've lost. Replace self-criticism. I'm not enough. I suck. I don't this, I don't that, with compassion for yourself. Me, I replaced chaos in my life with calm. I needed calm in the worst way. In the last 3 weeks when I was going through, y'all, by myself, I didn't seek out my friends. I didn't even seek out my sister. I had real fear, if I'm honest. But God told me to replace that fear with my faith in Him and what He could do. And yesterday, He said, see what faith got you that fear could not? So I replaced my fear with faith. Every now and then, y'all, just like we need a physical detox, we need a spiritual detox. Recognize what's polluting you, release what no longer serves you, and refill with what restores you. I came by to tell somebody today, you might need an emotional detox. And if you do, don't be afraid to take it. I'm the amazing T Street, but y'all already know there's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. Good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Erica. I thank y'all for coming on this morning. And I hope that this talk, this coffee with tea, blessed you, because it blessed me. Have an amazing day.